Welcome back. More Tales of Arise. Let's see what we got here. I have taken a little break, got me some water. Let's see what all this place has. Five bottles. The ceremony changed over the last 3 centuries. It's like time itself has stopped here. This room looks fancy. And notice, this area will now be shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. The other side, I was going to say, surely this thing's got like something here. You see lots of numbers. Looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lennigus propeller? Proper. Oh. Yeah, proper makes more sense than propeller. Another scene.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough.
Yeah, that's like nothing. That's like 7 SSRs in a pool right there.
Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lennigus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lennigus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight.
Yes. Dragon of
Naori was the one who put that
Alphen.
mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
Iron Man.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be a skit that popped up. Transfer. Huh. Heavy tree. Boy, if this doesn't look like a boss area, I don't know what does. Nothing? Just debating us, huh? Let's see how it is, game. I thought this was a human fetus at one point, like when I first walked in there. Do these flowers look like they're blooming? Huh. This looks like a cocoon. We going back to a cocoon? We cocooning up here? We be cocooning.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Yeah, we've been here. It's like the wedge.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Ah, clairvoyance.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
So Unicron's alive?
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me.
Is that what Shion's thorns
Because
are?
of what I
With like
had
Alphen's
done.
power then?
With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
She just disappeared.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
We gonna power up?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
I prefer the other
Locating the
outfits,
Renis
though.
Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
Yes.
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
But we need the Master
However,
Chaos Emerald.
the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't! You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right.
You
We
mean
can
over
rid
the
you of your
unicorn?
curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
How
I
convenient.
too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included.
Hey, one of my swords looks
Now
different.
let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
Technically
You're
true.
wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories.
Is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack.
Get wrecked, Law.
Embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else.
I can't
We're
forget
going to
fate.
live
It's a game I play.
a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Yes. Latest maiden. Oh, Revitalize? Oh, that's real good stuff. That draws out all the latent power. Oh, okay. Well, let's look at the skit here.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Okay. Well, I keep jumping. That's not the button I wanted to do. That's also not the button I wanted to do. Okie dokie. That sword does actually look cool. I actually like the way it looks. Yeah, we got our little musket there. Defense. Outfit, though. Sorry, it's just, you know. We could change it up. We could go with her, like, having a little coat. You know what? Yeah, we'll change it up. Hairpiece, though. We could give her a straw hat, you know. Ponytail, braided ponytail. We'll just give her the braided ponytail. There we go. Little mix up here. Okay. The pedestal where the Renaissance was sat 300 years ago now gives off no trace of power. Is that the only exit? Forward we must go. Huh. Guess we're going here. That looks like a butthole door if I've ever seen one.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
I command thee. Arise, chicken.
This is
Chicken,
it,
arise.
guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
That it does.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Because it
Except
is.
the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
It's a bug
Hold
nest.
up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill
They
up
kind
the
of look
void
like
inside
Gohan
your
was
head.
patting his
up.
head. Just do one final save.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Yeah, he's tied up.
Once more, the power realms must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman!
Hey, she wasn't there a minute ago.
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
Oh.
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Oh.
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
That's a wild guess.
They're not feeling particularly confident.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good lord. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Be still! Rising Falcon!
Ow. Hey, stop doing whatever you're doing. Ow.
Another incantation ruined.
Here I come! Double Demon Fang! Dazzle! Thanks.
I'll smash you!
Hey, these guys are kind of annoying. Or girls.
Rising Falcon! Take this! Orochi Fury! Here I come! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight! Lightning thrust!
By the power of flame!
Without
a trace! Only
Dazzle! You're mine!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Take this!
At least you're not moving a lot, I guess.
Plasma shock!
Oh, sleep now.
Try harder!
I'll be
Take it! Plasma shock! Stardust! Pierce!
not in your dreams.
They're just something kind of like some weird Destructo disc.
You're mine! The flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Rising Falcon! Burn!
You get the disc. Holy land! Glacial spear.
Let's
We're changing
focus on healing here.
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
I can carve through armor!
Sleep now.
Plasma shock!
Because these people are actually like kind of winning.
Raging cascade.
Allow me to help you.
Plasma shock!
Because I can't get combos off.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Double Demon Fang!
Freeze lancer.
Rising light! Yours to be let free!
Hey, stop shooting your hopper beam.
Power of flame.
Orochi Fury! Easter!
Holy land. You get the disc.
Shine! Radiant light!
Rising Falcon!
Divine savior.
Incineration will try harder! My turn! I'm not done! No escape!
Take this! Starter! You're mine!
That'll bring you down.
Magic
is there.
Hey, die already? At least they share like a health bar, I think.
Can't get out of this!
Photon, raging cascade.
Ignite! Be still!
Vanquish darkness.
Elusive! Take this! I owe you one. Sonic Spear!
Yeah, first aid me, please.
I'm not...
I can handle it.
They're just like,
Denied.
sup?
Carry it to shreds.
Rising Fountain!
Not in your dreams.
Make it the abyssal deep! Orochi's Fury!
Ice tornado.
Aqua Serpent! Try harder!
Raging cascade.
Ow, that hover beam hurt.
Side is yours to be let free!
Blah blah blah. Sleep now.
Hey, stop it.
I'll be saving this one.
I can carve through armor! I owe you one.
Thunder field. More where that came from.
Demon Lash! You're mine! Slap the shock!
Focus on healing, I'm still pretty low.
Orochi's Fury! Catapult!
Field.
Tempest Castle! Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix! Resonate with the earth!
This will bring you down.
On your knees!
Also, look at Shion's like profile picture in the like left.
Blah blah blah.
No
Magic.
further!
Healing circle. Blah blah blah.
You picked the wrong fight!
Back in cyclone. Radiant.
Rending you apart! Take this! Shattering of pieces! Attack time! Searing gale! Breath of life! Heal my wearied companion! It's over!
You're almost dead.
Rising Falcon! Incineration wave! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant!
Get wrecked? That fight was kind of difficult, gonna be honest. Okay, so they do all share HP.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now! Do you think it's really over?
No.
Astral energy.
Watch out. They've got something up their sleeve.
They're gonna explode. Oh, they did explode.
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin.
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
Just a little explosion, you know. I'm used to it.
You had me worried there.
Who
Well,
said
something bad's
you
gonna
could
happen.
touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing.
Time to
is
fight
how I'm
Sephiroth
going to
again.
tear you
Sephiroth!
apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Oh, you just triggered a flag.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alph, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen?
Yeah.
But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renin and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let
Sephiroth's
them
mad.
know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
That seemed painful. Oh. Hey, we should probably, I don't know, leave?
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Screw you, Sephiroth. Boy, she's real trusted right now. And he misses.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Sephiroth.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
On fire?
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back.
Is it stealing it back if
The
we stole
future's
it?
ours to
Or if we got
protect.
to stole it from us, though?
And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Brennan's or Danan's.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
Unfortunately, well, I mean, not really unfortunately, this is where we're going to call it for this week. Because this episode kind of went on a little longer than the others. That's fine. We've had a little, you know, a few short episodes last week. So, next week, I guess we make preparations to go to Rena. Which, if I have to guess, is probably the last area in the game. So we'll probably have this done, probably not next week. At least the main story, at least not next week. But I would imagine it probably being the week after. So, huzzah. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for watching. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the new Pokemon series that launches tomorrow for you guys that are watching this right now on Wednesday. I'll let you know this. Def and I pre-recorded like 3 episodes yesterday, which would be Friday. The game crashed 3 times. So, you know, probably be okay though. Probably be okay. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.